I am. I think I'm a few minutes past 9. Sorry guys, I lost track of time. But thanks for joining me anyway. I am live from my garage, and I'm sure if you followed me yesterday, then you are not surprised. Or if you watch the replay at noon, you're not surprised because I'm doing a project and I'm not giving up to y'all till I'm done, okay? So thanks for joining me, Kim, and thanks for joining me, Claire, and hi, honey. I know you're the most proud of me. I've been promising my husband since the summer that I would do this, and I've been waiting for the perfect weather. So finally, hey, Christy, thanks for joining. Hi, Rachel and Nadia and Ashley. Oh, I've got the best, oh, hi, Mom. I've got the best Periscope community ever. I love y'all, and it's so fun hanging out with you guys. Hi, Kathy. So glad you could join live tonight. That's great. So I'll introduce myself for those newcomers. I'm Trina Titus Lozano. Hey, Janae and Troy. And I'm a counselor and ordained Christian minister. I'm not by any means a professional organizer, but I do like to give advice about emotional health and emotional well-being. And I also like to give advice about home and family and relationships. So I give advice to you twice a day at noon and 9. So I'm on a bit of a series right now. You like my hat? Yeah, sorry. I like the color of my hat. I don't know that I'm actually a Longhorns fan, but I don't know. Texas teams are always good, right? But anyway, so yeah, but I like the color, right? Right, babe? That's the main thing. Oh, hey, Rhonda. I'm glad you joined. Thanks for joining me tonight. So y'all, I'm on a bit of a series, and if you have been behind, catch up on my past Periscopes and watch the replays so you'll be inspired for whatever you got to do, whether it be creating love and peace in your home or your relationships. But my website is TrinaTitusLozano.com. Babe, maybe you can type that in for everyone to see. And you can watch my old Periscopes on there. I always put them up there every week so you can catch up if you have missed out. And thank y'all for the hearts. I see blue and orange and yellow and pink. So I love the hearts. Just keep the hearts coming. That helps me out. The green ones, awesome, y'all. Thank you. The more love I get, the better, because then I know you're paying attention and it keeps me going. So I love that. So y'all, I've been on a bit of a series out of my mom's book, actually. The Home Experience. There's my mom, Debbie Titus. She's following too. So Debbie Titus, DEVI, DebbieTitus.com is where you can get this book from, The Home Experience. It is an excellent book. And one chapter in her book talks about home organization. And the reason why is because we're all about creating an atmosphere. You got the book? Good. Creating an atmosphere of love and peace. So the main thing that you can really do to create peace in your home, to really help out with that atmosphere, is to declutter, to get things organized. So this is just one aspect. There's lots of ideas and lots of tips to help with peace. But a house that is full of clutter, where you cannot find things and everything is crazy every time you want to find something, it just creates a lot of chaos that you really don't have to have if it gets more orderly. So you guys can start with just one place, start with one room at a time. I like to start with the entryway. That's always a great place to start. So if you're like me, I've worked my way throughout the house. My house is in good shape and my garage is in bad shape because it becomes like the collect-all, the catch-all. And so anytime I'm getting rid of stuff in the house, it ends up in the garage. And then once a year, I've got to really buckle down and clean out the garage. So I love it to be perfect weather when I'm doing that. So it's been great here in Texas. So anyway, so I've been decluttering, and so I recommend y'all start in the entryway and think about that, because that's a place that is a welcoming place. It's a place where your guests are coming in. So you want your entryway to be, it's going to be the first impression for your guests, but most importantly, it's a first impression for your family members. So when your family comes home, they need to be able to walk in and the entryway looks clear. It looks clean. It looks free from clutter. Okay, so if there's any shoes that are in the entryway, if you're a family that likes people to take off their shoes, find a container for the shoes. If they can just be slipped into the closet or put in a basket or something to where the shoes aren't just all over the floor. And then also when you need to sweep the floor, the shoes will be out of the way and you can sweep the floor more easily if the floor is clear. But overall, you want to always keep flat surfaces clear and clutter-free. So that means the floor, the countertops, dresser tops, tabletops. You know, you've got your decorative items there, but besides that, keep things clutter-free so that it's easy for you to dust and easy for you to pick things up, and most importantly, easy to find things. So if you've got young kids, this is so important because they should be able to know where their shoes are so they can find their shoes. Usually, they'll be able to start putting on their own shoes by the time they're 2 years old. I've got 4 kids. They're all grown. 3 are married, and I have 9 grandkids and 1 on the way, by the way. And starting from 2 years old, they can really slip on their own shoes, and it's such a great help for them to be able to do that. But for that to work, they have to be able to find them. So y'all make it easy. And if they've got way too many shoes, usually there's 1 or 2 pairs that are the favorites. So set those in a place that it's easy for them to find. So when it's time to go, you can say, grab your shoes, grab your sweater. And there's a special spot for their shoes. There's a hook where their sweater always goes, or their coat always goes. There's a place that they can reach, and then they can help themselves and put those things on. That's going to help you a lot. So I've got a few more tips for those of you with young kids, because they can help. When they begin to start helping, then you are being an example to them, then you're also training them. So your kids can help with putting things away. Kids can help with dusting, and these are really young kids can help with this. Kids can help with meal prep. Kids can help with putting things in the trash. They can help with cleaning out the refrigerator and wiping things down and dusting. So make them a part of it. Kids are great baseboard cleaners because they're real low to the ground, and so they can have a rag and they'll just love to spray and wipe until everything gets cleaned off. So that's a good idea too. So the more home order you have, and the more Gianna loves dusting. Good, she's gonna be like you, Janae, maybe. But whenever we involve our kids, it'll help them understand this value. Remember, it's a value of peace. It's a value of peace. When a home has order to it, and when a home is, I know you'd be so proud of her, when a home has order to it, and when a home is clean and clutter-free, it automatically gives peace, and it smells better too, and it keeps people feeling better and healthier. So all those things are really good things. So y'all start in one place. Same goes with your office at work too, babe. Good point. Organization is the key to eliminating chaos. My husband said last week, I'm buying more filing cabinets. We've got to get this place more organized. He owns a business, and they had just moved office spaces and hadn't really taken the time to get reorganized. So there's an investment. There's this initial investment of a lot of time and a lot of concerted effort and energy that goes into organizing it. But when you do it, if you're doing it with someone else, it's going to help you, or at least if you do it to the point where you're actually really creating a system that will be easy for other people to learn or for other people to know, they can step right into that system and keep it going. So it's got to be more. More people need to know where things belong besides just you, which has been the problem with my garage, by the way, because every time I clean out my garage, babe, you'll see what happens, honey. Every time I clean out the garage, I know where I put some things. Or, James, you will know where you put some things, but we're not really getting in the groove of having a system that works for us together because we forget the garage is actually a shared space. So we've got to figure this out better. I don't know if y'all have had success with the garage, but I'm really, really tackling this. And this time I'm not going to quit until I have success. I don't care how long it's going to take. So it's starting with me having a garage sale and getting rid of a ton of stuff. I know, Kim, organizing is your happy place and everything has a place. But you know, Kim, with raising your boys, and I'm so excited for this next baby to be born. I'm cheering you on, Kim, with this birth. But really, raising your boys, I love that you've created systems that they know what to do. They know where their cup is. Kim built this special, her husband, I guess, and her did it together. That's right. Garage holds everything but the cars. That's not the way it's supposed to be, but it seems that way. But anyway, so Kim had her husband build this special rack that holds each kid's water bottle. And so they each have a place there where they could reach that is like a cup holder in their kitchen. It's this rack that her husband built. This really great wooden rack. And so their kids each have a cup holder. I thought that was such a great idea. And then when I went in my daughter-in-law's house and my son's house, and you determined good, babe, because if we do it together. So I went in my son and daughter-in-law's house and they had your cup holder. So I was so glad that they got one of those for themselves. So that was so great, Kim. But you know what? When you're really good at that, Hey, you can just have ideas that really help your friends to take your ideas too, and you might get ideas from other people because it's got to work for you. You know, it's one thing to read the home organization websites and the really great blogs. If you're my Facebook friend, I put some great articles up on my Facebook today. If you're not, then I will post those to my website next week. Okay, so when I post this series. But y'all, seriously, there are lots of great ideas, but it's got to be adaptable to your personality type, to your space, and to your lifestyle. So you guys really own it, adapt to it, and don't give up. Most of all, I'm just going to keep cheering you on. Don't give up. So tackle the spaces, but start with one place at a time. Start in the entryway, the entry closet, by the front door, and just work your way around from bathrooms to cabinets to closets to your kitchen and your bedrooms, everywhere, including the garage, until y'all get a really good system going for everything. And if something's not working, then just X off your calendar for several days and really, really tackle it. That's right. Give up your hoarding. In fact, I had 2 families come over, one yesterday and one today, that are international. They just moved here from Brazil. Hi to all my Brazilian followers. They just moved here, and y'all, they only could move with suitcases, and they have families, and they weren't able to bring their things. So they came to my garage sale, which was really a donation area for them today, because I was not taking their money. They just relocated here with their families to go to Bible college in Dallas at Christ for the Nations. So I'm like, your money's no good here. But they were able to take dishes and placemats and napkins and glasses and serving dishes and pots and pans and things that I just had extra that were literally filling up my cabinets. Y'all, how many skillets do we need? You know, how many placemats do we need? I mean, I had so many that it's just ridiculousness, truly ridiculous. So they just were able to come. You know, it's like, to me, it's like, if it's red, Rhonda, you know me, if it's red, if it's cute, if it has things, if it's a little dish that I like, I have to keep it. I've had it for 32 years. If I don't have room for it anymore, and if I want to make space for new stuff, I've got to give it away. So just because it's red and cute doesn't mean I have to keep it. I've run out of space. I've had too many things for 32 years. It's ridiculous. So donating it to these families, they were so blessed, and it made my heart happy because the stuff that I love was going to people that I love. So it was really great. But y'all, seriously, how many pairs of shoes do your kids need? Honestly, how many pairs of shoes do I need? People need the stuff. People need it. So, you know, if you have too much, give it away. Really, they need your things. So give them away. Not just the junk. Give away the cute stuff too, because that blesses people also. And I said this the other day in my Periscope, but if you didn't hear it, I'll say it again. When people come to my garage sale on Friday and Saturday, y'all, if they want stuff or they try to talk me down, I'm always like, yes, absolutely, you can have it. I am happy to donate to you. I'm happy to bless you with it. You know, in fact, that makes my heart happy. I just want to give people. That's right. I love for people to look over. So I'm spreading the word for people to just come over and look through what I have. And honestly, I went in my house last night. No kidding. I do. I feel refueled too today. It's so much fun. Everyone loves to shop. I know. In fact, this sweet lady, she said last night, she's like, oh, it's so fun. She said, I feel like it's Christmas for me because she just got to shop because she has no money, bless her heart, and she could just take all of these really great stuff. It was so much fun. And she was so excited. She said, I feel like it's Christmas. She filled up 2 big boxes of y'all stuff that was crowding my cabinets. Oh my goodness. You know, how many spatulas do I need? How many? I don't need too many. So anyway, it's fun to bless people. So I was so excited about how excited she was. And she texted me today. She said, I started decorating my house with your leftover curtains, with my old curtains, y'all. She's decorating her house. The other lady took throw pillows that I'm not using anymore. She's decorating. And I got so excited. I went in my house and I'm like, hey, I'm going to give this to her too. I'm going to give this to her too. And honestly, it's motivating me to clean out more because she's so excited about stuff that I need to be passing on. So y'all, I just encourage you today. Do it. It feels good. It's a lot of fun. There you go. How many books do we need, girl? Seriously, how many books do we need? Not enough. In fact, I have a box of books that is written on a box real big to keep. And I told Sade, why am I keeping these in a box in the garage? This is silliness. And you know what? If I want them, if I want to keep them, then I've got to declutter more, and I have to find a place in my house where I can see them, or I'm not using them. So other people need them. In fact, I periscoped on Monday about a brand new home community that is opening in our city for women and children who are from a domestic violence situation. Well, y'all, they're getting out of that domestic violence situation. Yeah, they're going to an apartment that is sort of semi-furnished, but you know what? I can donate to them, to these women and children, children's books, cookbooks. Y'all, I have got probably 30 cookbooks. I have not opened a cookbook. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's be honest. I think I've never opened a cookbook. I don't really love cooking, and if I do, I don't like cooking by a recipe. I do have to say, my mom has got a few really great recipes in this book, which I actually use because this book's out on my coffee table. I'm giving away these cookbooks, you guys. People love to cook. They love cookbooks, and it's fun. I don't need them anymore. They're filling up a closet. So if I want to keep my other books that are sitting in a box in a garage, then they can be moved into the shelf where my cookbooks are, which I'm not reading. So, these are just ideas, you guys. I hope you're inspired. I can't do it for you. In fact, I had a message today from one of my clients, a former client. I haven't seen her in about a year. She sends me a message. I love your Periscopes, which is great. She feels like we're keeping in touch. Angie, hi, if you're watching right now. She's like, I love your Periscopes, but I just want to know, who can I hire in the area to come to my house and do my organizing for me? And I'm thinking, I don't know who you can hire. I haven't hired a professional organizer, but even if I did, you know what? I don't know how well that would work because they don't know me. They don't know my lifestyle, but I don't know. Listen, if I get in a bind, I may have to hire a professional. And honey, I don't know if you're up to it, if you want to put the bill. I may need a professional. Exactly. I may need a professional to come help me with this dadgum garage because it's got to be in good shape and we got to figure out a system. But anyway, y'all, if you need help and if you want to hire a pro, let me know how that works, okay? I hope it works for you. But anyway, y'all be inspired to clean out because order is, it just feels so good. It feels good to clean out. It feels good to get this weight off of us. How much stuff do we need? Oh, y'all, okay, I listened to this great sermon series while I was working. I don't know if you guys have ever listened to sermons while you're working. I'm an ordained Christian minister. I'm a Christian. I love sermons, okay? That just inspires me. So I'll put on music for a while and get all pumped up. Then I want to listen to talk radio for a while, listen to Dr. Laura, and then I'm going to be listening to some sermons. So all day today, I was listening to Andy Stanley. His messages are great, y'all. Google him. Andy Stanley sermons and his series on happy. Such a great series. Brooke, I don't think you're periscoping with me tonight, but it was hilarious because I called Brooke. Brooke and I were talking on the phone today, and she's like, Mom, I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning yesterday just to get a head start on my day. She's got 4 little kids. And she's like, and I was listening to Andy Stanley, and I'm like, what? I was listening to Andy Stanley. She goes, and I was like, the Happy series? And she was listening to the Happy series too. We were listening to the same series. Isn't that amazing? But it both helped us get our happy on, to get energized, to be like, hey, we are doing this. And she had a lot on her plate. I had a lot on our plates. And we were listening to the same series by Andy Stanley, a pastor from Atlanta. But it was awesome. So y'all got to listen to that if you need to be motivated. It was amazing. So what else was I going to tell you? Oh, but he had a great point. Happiness. Of course, I always say happiness depends on happenings, but joy really comes from our soul, from our spirit. But you guys, happiness is never about the what. It's not about the what. It's really all about the who. It's all about the who. It's not about the what. When you're on your laying in your dying bed and it's the end of your life, whatever. My grandma's 92 years old. You would not say, oh, bring me my favorite pair of shoes, or just bring me my favorite set of dishes. Those things bring her a lot of joy at this time in her life. But listen, y'all, we all know it's not about stuff. And if it was, then we wouldn't have to keep getting more stuff, because we get more stuff and it's just such a temporary high. It's such a temporary fix. So y'all, declutter. Enjoy your things, and if it doesn't make you really, really happy, if it doesn't bring you joy, and if you don't have really good space to display it or store it in an organized manner, Y'all, pass it on. Pass it on. So God bless you guys tonight. Thank you for joining me. I had a fun time hanging out with y'all. I'm getting back to work. I'm just getting started. Rhonda, and I'm going to be looking for your Periscope. Y'all, if you're into fitness, follow my friend Romo there. She's going to be starting a fitness Periscope, right? Woo woo. So love you, babe. Love y'all. Have a great night. God bless you. Happy time. Happy. Love you guys. Bye.